Welcome, everyone, to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pitbull Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. FIU will kick it off to get things underway.
And East Carolina almost fucking.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So East Carolina's offense will start this game off. Jesse, they've got a running back they love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistent.
The Pirates want to pick up the tempo. Guys, let's talk big picture East Carolina. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. Three-star defense. Gashing the D on the right. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Pirates are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Denson. Gets it to him on the screen. Still running at the 40. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Pirates will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. The Panthers offense. The ball for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressures. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. From the gun to give, looking for room. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
The coaches told us in pregame that this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Fires on the move. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. FIU set up with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. The give to the running back from the shotgun. At the 45 on his way. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Pirates will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Looking to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Great place to start for this offense. DB's right up on the receivers. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few 1st downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. FIU will line up to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 end. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Pirates want to crank the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Denson. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Pirates will bring the punt team onto the field. A low line drive and short kick. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. He'll try the left side. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And now on third down after that last run. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Spargava. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner is stopped. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. The Pirates moving quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his second sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the second time today.
Got it set up on the outside. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. And the Pirates decide to punt it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Spargava. Pulls it in. It's Carter. Nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. That's caught. It's Little. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. The Pirates need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Denson. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free and 4th down is coming up. And the Pirates line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Under fire. Pucks it out of the air. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Williams. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. The short hands. It's Thompson. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think
turning it on. Got the first down. Looking for more. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The run to the right. Not much running room there thanks to the this senior defender.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow on defense. 3rd and long, you got them right where you want them. You know it's a pass coming. Oh, no, it's not. They fool you. They run the football, make a play. One of the most frustrating plays as a defensive guy.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Running it to the right. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Here they come on 3rd down, and the defense has had no answer so far. Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fakes the grab on the left. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Looking to pass. It's Denson. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's caught. It's Montgomery. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
With the catch, it's Little. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the 2nd half.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Pirates will kick it away to start the 2nd half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll move the tight end. Give to the back. Runs through a tackle. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Pirates trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got it in the middle, it's Little. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Kick is in the air. Hauls it in, looking for space. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Florida International offense is back on the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect plan just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Breaks the tackle. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. FIU will line up to punt. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. They barely get the punt out of their own territory. It'll be marked down just outside the 45. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. On the ground, it's Montgomery. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. The Pirates will line up to punt it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They haven't really... light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Finds his man. It's Williams. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell that.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bowers. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We reach the break. It's FIU with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Little. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Well, I love the play call late in the fourth quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the two-point conversion.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Fighting off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It's complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Touchdown, Florida International. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
lining up to tack one more onto that lead. He'll set up. Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. Push down for the tackle.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Dropping back, it's Denson. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Gonna run it. It's Montgomery. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third down, he drops to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Pirates send out the punt unit. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Goes to the option. The pitch. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but...
The offense coughs it up. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
Looking downfield, it's Denson. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle, it's Little. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. They'll run the option. Touchdown, East Carolina. They move on top here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Florida International offense is back on the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Carter. Smacks it with the stiff arm. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Panthers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Men, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Florida State. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Oh, they're after him. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give to the tailback. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is on its way. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. The offense really couldn't ask for much more than this, Jesse.
You're right. With this much time on the clock, David, the playbook's wide open. You don't have to just be throwing it every down. You can sprinkle in some runs, too.
And you find out what your quarterback's about. Big time, prime time moment. You got the ball, tie game. You want to go win? Make some plays for me, big dog.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Trying to take it back. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
That late clutch field goal put them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and
lets it fly. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and